Okay, when I first came to Neurogenex for treatment, I was walking with a shuffle because the pain was so bad in my back that that's all I could do was just walk with a shuffle. Had my first treatment. That night I rested better than I had rested in a long time. And the next morning when I woke up, had about 95% of the pain was gone, and I was able to go outside and weed eat, which I hadn't been able to do that in a long time. And ever since then, it's been a slow progression, but I feel less pain as time is going on and the more treatments that I have. I'm about 95% pain-free now, and now my next goal is to start strengthening my legs. I had a knee replacement done, and with the back pain that I had, I was inactive for about 6 months or longer. And so I developed weakness in my legs, and now with some of the coaching that I've had here at Neuragenex, I was talking about walking a mile a day, 2 miles a day, and progressively increase the distance. And they told me, said, oh, no, don't do that. Start out 15 minutes, do it by time, 15 minutes the first time. Walk like that for a couple of weeks and then go to 30 minutes and just increase the time interval that I go out and go walk. Don't worry about how far you go. And he said the pace doesn't matter either, just walk. And that's a good tip for anybody that's got atrophy in the muscles and in the back, which is what I have.
Love hearing that improvement story. Thanks for that. So when you think about your long-term goal, you said you were shuffling to get along.
Well,
long-term, what do you want? What do you want to do that you haven't been able to do?
I want to go back to playing golf again. And I was pretty much a scratch golfer at one time. And I haven't been able to swing a golf club and go out and go play. Now I think I'm almost at the point where I think I'm going to take the gut up and just go do it. I went fishing the first time that I've really gone fishing last week. Spent 4.5, 5 hours out in the boat, caught a few fish, and came back in, and my back gets tired, and I start developing tired aches in my muscles because of the lack of strength I have in my back. But I didn't have pain from the spine and going down my legs, which I had before, which is really awesome. So I'm back in the fishing mode now.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that. What would you say to somebody who has a similar pain as yours and they're not really sure about Neurogenex?
They need to get in here and do it, period. And don't hesitate. If, as I understand it, these treatments are slowly progressive, and some people get discouraged because it's not immediate for them. But if you keep going and keep doing the treatments long term, it's going to help. There's no doubt in my mind it will help you. It'll help almost everyone. And listen, I'm so blessed that I've started this because I had minor times where I was depressed. It's depressive when you're in pain and you can't really be active like you want to be. And my whole outlook on life and everything has really turned around now. Staff is great. They hustle. They're working hard. They're attentive. Very, from what I can tell, very professional. All of them. Well trained. It's very clean environment here. I feel it's a very safe environment, which is important to me. And looking forward to going on with every treatment that I can get. Matter of fact, I don't want it to end. I want to keep going forever if it keeps that pain away. I don't want it to come back.
Yeah, pain is debilitating. We know that. If you think back before you first came to Neurogenex and your first day, your first visit, what was your impression that day of the first visit? You have all the diagnostics, you have the doctor interaction. What really struck you as something positive on that first visit?
Well, on the first visit that I had, I was skeptical because I've dealt with the pain for so long. When I say so long, it was probably about a year. And I went to see several different doctors, and I was skeptical. And when I went to the first treatment, I said, well, how can this really help? It's kind of hard to comprehend that it does work from a standpoint of it not being invasive. It's just a procedure that is done and it doesn't debilitate you. They don't have to put you in under anesthetic. There's no surgery or anything like that involved, and then it makes you wonder if it really works. And then after that first treatment, I'll tell you, it turned me around to where I'm very confident in going forward with much more.
Wow. If you were to say on a scale of 1 to 10, when you first came in, 1 being almost no pain and 10 being extreme pain, where would you realistically rate your pain, and then how would you rate your pain now?
Well, when I first came in, the pain level I had was at least a 8, possibly a 9. And now my pain level is less than 2. I have a little bit, it's a little touch of pain, but it's not debilitating pain at all. And I'm a lot more active now than I used to be. I go out on my tractor at the ranch and work with my tractor now and do some things out there that I don't pick up 50-pound feed sacks, though. I don't do that anymore. I enjoy the relationship. Dr. Gerber is just a super guy, got an outgoing personality. I rib him a lot. One of the days we were sitting around talking about having lunch, and I asked Dr. Gerber, I said, can I borrow $50 for lunch? And he said, well, where do you eat lunch? And I said, well, at the best place in town. And I was going to get a lobster if you'd lend me the $50. And he said, well, you might have to go with a hamburger. And I had fun here. And have good coffee. Good coffee.
I love it. That's it. Anything else we should add?
I appreciate very much Neuragenex coming to Victoria, and I've been blessed because they did come here. Otherwise, it would not be very good for me long term. Okay, thank you.